Hi, thank you for stopping by here at Healings by Mer. I made a Spanish video. Now we're going to do it in English. I redid one yesterday and I wanted to wait for the energies to sort of calm down. And as I had predicted, the first through the sixth was difficult, and it's still very full of tension. It's very much so not lifted. We're just getting a tiny, tiny break. But remember, we're in eclipse week, sandwich week. So we're about to have one in Sagittarius. We're closing cycles. We're opening cycles. The only ones we're opening right now really strong would be the Gemini eclipse cycle, a 3-year part. I'm sorry, 2 years. And so the final one would be December of 2021 for all my Sages and Geminis. A lot of signs are being affected. Mars as well. Why? Because, Mars has been now in its home sign for way longer than it expected, because it did the retro and it went back right into it. And it's, moving so slow that it feels like a caged lion. So that's why we feel like we're not sure, why projects somehow can't complete. It feels chaotic. It feels confusion. It feels there's no certainty, but we're all experiencing it collectively and individually. Okay. All right. So as we're seeing Pluto hit all these patriarchs, these countries, these policies, what did I tell you guys? Pluto plays no joke and forgives no one. It has come here to make permanent changes. And one of the biggest mistakes we have is to think that, I can't wait to get back. There is no going back. There's going to be other viruses, just like COVID, just like AIDS. This all comes from us misusing our resources in this planet, which I'm not going to turn it into a spiel about that, but we do kind of deserve what's happening. But I'm going to leave that as it is. And I only mean that in the level that we didn't respect where we were living and how we've treated our atmosphere and our animals. So let's think about what's left here. So all of this is hands of God, right? When it's eclipse time, I've said this numerous times. There's no candle, there's no spell, there's nothing you could do, because this is what God has ordained. I am definitely not a minister nor a pastor, nor do I am simply who I am. I'm just an old wise fool who has a heart of a lion. And so I humbly say, when I say we kind of deserve this, and when I say we got to trust our intuition, please understand I'm coming from a place of having experienced loss in monumental levels. So I am here with you every step of the way. But it's trusting that everything will be given to you back and multiplied 7 times fold. That's the amazing part of this. And it does happen. I'm a personal witness of this. Take your precautions. Don't let people take your energy. Understand it. Accept the changes. Be extra patient with people, because people are rude, are moody, are not liking the changes. It's the holidays. It's the middle of an economic crisis. Those of us that live in the U.S., we're not out of the water. The change of power is January 20th. The narcissist is kind of not over yet, having his narcissist attacks. So we got to try and mitigate some of that. And that's what we're kind of living, all individually. We're seeing it. So please stop playing the victim role if you are. And second, be kind to other people. Not everyone's listening to these audios or in the path that you and I are in, or looking for the same kind of enlightenment. This is, as I keep repeating, if you project it into creating, this is the time when amazing things get invented. And all I can say is that if someone who I knew was stubbornly clinging to flip phones finally makes a switch to a smartphone, then you could do it too. I want you to know that it seems personal, but it's not. It's in the collective. Thank you, Nikki, for the zombie deck. As you see, they're very talkative and very dramatic. I love it. So 2021, what is 2021 doing? Well, 2020 prepared us for 2021. That's exactly what it did. Don't think that it's going to be any different. It's going to be chaotic, and there's going to be confusion, and you're going to have to learn to trust your gut. You're going to have to learn how to communicate with your spirit guides. You're going to have to learn everything you've trained for is here. It is now. The test is over. There is no more how can I say, sort of like, this ain't no, this is the real deal. This is the university PhD final exam. This is not a mock exam. So yeah, and a lot of us chose this too, by the way. It chose because in this lifetime you can resolve so many previous lifetime demons and curses and other things that people are haunted by. You may be experiencing some of that. I personally went through some of that, and it bounced off of into my loved ones. And so, I do anything for my children, always have. And so we're gonna move past me, and going forward here, understand that we all chose this. We're all of the light. If you're here, you're of the light, and you chose this because you could resolve it. You could be doing the work for someone else, or you could be doing it for you. It doesn't matter. What matters right now is the energy you have. It's sad a bit. It's stressful a bit, but it's also an energy that you can create. And so I beg you to look at that as a sort of like a alternative. Instead of going to the woe is me, we look at how we can make something strong out of this. I hope I kept everything exactly as I said in Spanish, or at least the most important part. Work with your higher self. Understand that nothing will ever go back. The damages are irreparable. But what's not is your soul, and what's not is our evolution. There's a lot of people with their own agenda. That's why it's important for you to learn, and instead of getting readings, maybe perhaps practice energy meditations, guided meditations, classrooms, workshops. There's going to be a lot to offer. I am currently now working by myself. However, I recommend that you continue to seek anyone or anything that calls you, but understand that there's a lot of people that fall in love with the process of spirituality and not the final result, because that's the final result is what makes us actually have to walk the talk. And that's the hard part. Sort of like when people they fall in love with the process of courting and falling in love, not of sustaining love. Sustaining love is more difficult than falling in love. So it's the same thing for spirituality. So please, if you be mindful, if you are going to be stuck in the process, universe is pushing you off. Like little birdie, go fly, fly, and spread your wings, because the time is here. Trust everything has been taught. Trust your guides, your angels, your ancestors. Pray every day and treat people with kindness as you would like to be treated, and sentient beings as well. Be in peace.